friends, it's Odie here. I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year's. This is going to be my first video of 2022, so I'm pretty excited. I'm also very tired. Like, I'm sure many people are tired, but we're gonna push through it. So for my first video of the year, I'm gonna be doing something different. I'm gonna be reviewing the Loubiword perfume collection by Christian Louboutin. I'm just going to be giving my humble thoughts and opinions on the fragrances or the perfumes. I'm not a perfume expert, but I'm certainly somebody who loves perfumes. I've worn quite a few throughout my life, and so yeah, this will just be like a layman's opinion of perfumes. To start, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea of the type of fragrances I gravitate towards. For me personally, I enjoy more fruity, sweet smells. That's just kind of like my safe spot when it comes to fragrances. At the moment, I have 4 full-size bottles of perfumes that I switch between. So these are the 4 right here, but my 2 most favorite perfumes right now are these 2 right here. So this one was a gift, I think I got it last year, and this is the Tiffany and Love perfume from Tiffany and Company. And for me, this is like a spring and summer perfume. It's very light, kind of crisp. It's a very citrusy type scent. It's very nice. It does have the notes on the bottle here. The top note is basil blue, the mid note is neroli, and the end note is sequoia blue. I also went on the Tiffany website just to see what they had to say about the perfume, and they had listed more notes. It's described as a woody floral, which I found a little bit surprising because to me this is more of like a floral fruity scent. The top notes are blue basil, black currant, and grapefruit, and I definitely smell the grapefruit in this. So if you like grapefruit, you might really like this. The mid notes are neroli, jasmine, tuberose flower, and the end notes are blue sequoia, vetiver. I googled that, so I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but vetiver and cedarwood. So yeah, just a very nice light fragrance for spring and summer. And then here I have Haute Couture by Givenchy. And right now I have the Eau de Toilette. I kind of go back and forth between the Perfume or the Eau de Toilette. It just depends on my perfume budget at the moment. But yeah, this perfume I've been purchasing since my early 20s. That's when I discovered it. And I remember smelling it and just thinking it was okay. I wasn't sure about it, but I did spray myself with it, and as the day went on, I found myself loving this more and more. So I went back the next day to the department store and bought myself the full bottle. And yeah, I used to get compliments all the time. I used to work in retail customer service, and then I worked at a bank as a bank teller. People were always asking me like, oh, what perfume are you wearing? And I'd always say, you know, Haute Couture by Givenchy. This is like a little bit fruity. It's not like in your face fruity, but there's a little bit of fruitiness to it. I like to say that it's a more sophisticated kind of fruity scent. I haven't really come across other perfumes that, you know, have a very similar smell to this. I feel like this is pretty unique. Again, I did go on the Givenchy website just to check on the notes. And on their website, it's described as an oriental fruity scent, which I agree with. And the top note is raspberry nectar, and I do get the raspberry in there. The mid note is magnolia, and the end note is ambery vetiver. So yeah, my 2 favorite perfumes at the moment right now. In terms of scents that I don't really like, I'm not a huge fan of like super strong floral scents. I also don't like very powdery perfumes. So yeah, those are my perfume preferences. Let's get to the Christian Louboutin collection. In terms of packaging and presentation, this is the box that the mini perfumes come in. So we've got the signature Louboutin red. I don't think that I'll be keeping the box, but I like the way it feels, the way it looks. Then here we have the mini perfumes. They're very pretty. I love that these are miniature versions of the large bottles because it really makes them like a collector's piece, and I can display them on my vanity. They're very nice. The perfume bottles themselves are glass and they're pretty heavy feeling. I believe the tops on these are also, they feel like they're metal. I'm not 100% sure, but to me, I feel like, you know, they are metal. And I did read on the website that they are painted with a red lacquer, so they shouldn't be, the red shouldn't like scratch off or chip off, although I do think that on one of my bottles, this one right here, there is a little tiny chip on it. I think I'm just going to talk about them from least to my most favorite. So we will start at the bottom. Sitting in last place, sorry, I have my notes here. So in last place, we have Looby Kiss. And this is what Looby Kiss looks like. This is actually my favorite bottle. It's a skull, and we have the floral crown and the floral neck piece. So yeah, this is my favorite bottle. It's really pretty. The floral crown and neck piece should give you a hint as to why I don't like this perfume. This is just a very strong scent of rose to me. So unfortunately, because of that, I was only able to wear this for, I think, 2 days maximum because I just couldn't handle the smell. It really was giving me a headache. So the good news is that if you love the smell of rose, you're probably gonna love this. But for me, it was a little bit too much. In terms of its longevity, again, I think because I was a little bit sensitive to the smell, I could smell it all day long on me. I should mention that the way I wore the perfumes is the way that it was suggested on their website, which was, you know, just dabbing it on my wrists and then I would dab it on my neck. That's not usually how I wear perfume. I kind of like, you know, put it all over, so my perfumes always seem to last really long. But for this review, I didn't do that. I just put it on my wrists and a little bit on my neck. I did go on the website to get the exact notes. So Looby Kiss is described as a floral woody scent. Top note is jasmine, mid note is tuberose, and the end note is musk. So number 7 is Looby Kiss. Okay, moving on to number 6, we have Loubiword. This one is I think it's like a panther head with a turban. And this scent to me it's not a bad scent, but it's also very strong, and to me it's a very masculine, yeah, it's a very masculine type smell. And honestly, when I first smelled this, what came to mind was like a high-powered lawyer or like a big shot CEO in their, you know, big fancy office with dark wood furniture and their leather couches. That's honestly the image that was building in my head as I smelled this. I actually want to see if I can get my husband to wear it and see how it wears on him, because yeah, it's not a bad scent. It's just not a perfume that I would go out and buy for myself. It's a little bit too masculine. I prefer more like girly or feminine type scents. In terms of its lasting power, I felt like I could smell it maybe 3/4 of the day. By the end of the day, I really didn't smell anything on my wrists, but I feel like that's still pretty good if it lasts 3/4 of the day. So yeah, on the website, it's described as a leathery, woody scent, which is dead on. And of course it's dead on. I mean, they made the perfume. They should know what it smells like. But yeah, the top note is suede leather, mid-tone is pink pepper, and the end note is cedar wood. Moving on to number 5. So at number 5, I have Loubi Crown. This one just has a crown as the lid. And this one here, it's a little bit too powdery for me. I also feel like I would smell this on like a more mature woman. I'm not being ageist, you know, I'm just saying that I associated with, like, you know, a more mature woman. I mean, I'm 38, so I'm sure I'm very mature for some of you young people out there, but I don't know, I feel like this is the perfume that the Queen would probably wear, right? The Queen of England, I think she probably smells like this. It's not a bad smell, it's a nice smell. Again, it's just a little bit too powdery, so it's personal preference. It's not a perfume that I would go out and buy for myself. In terms of its lasting power, this really only lasted for me for about half the day. After that, I couldn't really smell it anymore, so not great. And unfortunately, that's going to be true for the rest of these perfumes. They just didn't seem to last very long when I wore them on my wrist and just on my neck. If I put them on my clothing, they definitely did last longer. On the website, the Loubi Crown is described as a woody oriental scent. The top note is patchouli, the mid-tone is cedar wood, and the end note is tonka bean. At number 4, I have Loubi Rouge, and this is what Loubi Rouge looks like. So this is kind of cool. We have the Christian Louboutin stiletto sitting on a sphere, which I'm assuming represents the world. So very pretty. So this scent is a little bit funny. I do like it, like smelling it from the bottle, but I found that when I would wear this, it had like a weird kind of synthetic chemically smell to it. I think it's the spiciness, because this is a very like spicy perfume with like a little bit of vanilla in it. But again, on my skin, there's just something about it that smelled, I don't know. It reminded me a lot of, you know, sometimes like kids' dolls or like toys that have like a sweet, it's like a very faint, sweet plastic smell. It's not a bad smell on the toys, but I don't want to smell like a Barbie doll. It's not a perfume that I would pick up and wear on its own. I would probably mix this with something else, and that's something that I do a lot. I like to mix and pair, you know, different perfumes with each other to get like a more unique scent. So this one is described as an oriental spicy scent. Yes, very spicy. The top note is cardamom. Oh my god, I can't say this word. It's like I can't say aluminum. Aluminum? I can't say that. Anyways, I'll have the word spelled out somewhere on the screen. Iris and vanilla. At number 3, we are now in the top 3. These are perfumes that I can wear on their own, and I wouldn't be like self-conscious about the way I smell. So at the number 3 spot, I have Looby Funk. So Looby Funk has the pineapple on top, and apparently the top of the pineapple is supposed to be the stiletto heels, kind of, I don't know, all together. And this one was a little bit surprising to me, because when I first smelled it, to me this was like a fruity floral scent. Definitely felt like it was tropical. You know, it's nice. It's a nice scent. But on the website, it's described as a floral rose, which I found surprising because, like I said, I do get fruitiness in this. The top note is black currant. The mid note is Turkish Rose and the end note is Patchouli. This is, like I said, it's a nice scent. I like it. I can wear it on its own. I don't feel like it's super unique. In fact, I have this tester that actually I just got. This is Angel Nova. This is what the packaging looks like. And I feel like this has a similar scent to Looby Funk. This one is described as a fruity, floral, woody perfume. And yeah, I feel like there's a similarity there. This one is a lot fruitier and sweeter. They're similar. There's a similarity there. So yeah, so again, in terms of how long it lasted, I would say half the day, if that. Just didn't seem to last very long on my skin. Moving to the runner-up spot, I have Looby Do, and this one is the one with the cute little cat on top. And this one is definitely fruity. It's got a little bit of a sweet scent to it. Again, it is a nice scent. I don't feel like it's super unique. I'm pretty sure I smelled something similar to this as well. It is described as a floral fruity scent. The top note is strawberries, the mid note is rose bouquet, and the end note is cedar wood. I don't really get the cedar wood in this. A little bit. This one didn't seem to last very long, maybe half the day, if that. So yeah. That's actually one thing that was very disappointing about the collection, is that so many of the perfumes just didn't seem to last that long. This one, even when I did wear it on my clothing, I still felt like I didn't smell it that much, you know, after half the day. Yeah, kind of disappointing. Okay, so we finally made it to the #1 spot, which was a little bit of a surprise to me. So at #1, I have Loubi Croc. This is also a cool looking bottle with the crocodile wrapped around the bottle. So very cool looking. And this one's the one that has a little chip. I don't know if I'll be able to, it's like the tiniest chip, but I don't know if you guys can see right there. There's just like a little tiny chip. So yeah, nothing major, but I thought I would point it out. Yeah, just the minor little thing. This one, when I smelled it, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but on me, I liked it. This one reminded me of like being on vacation at like a very fancy, luxurious spot. I was trying to think of what's that place where they have like the huts right on the ocean? I feel like all the rich people go there to vacation. Is it... I can't remember what it's called. Is it Aruba? Aruba? You know what I'm talking about, right? Where like the little huts are like right on the water. You could like jump right into the ocean from your balcony. Yeah, it's just like a really nice scent. I don't know, when I smell a little bit of fruitiness in here. Yeah, there's like a little bit of like fruitiness, sweetness on here. But when I read the notes, you'll see that I'm kind of wrong. So Loubi Croc is described as a spicy oriental. I feel like Ruby Rouge is more spicy than this one, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. The top note is, oh man, what was this? Myrrh? I think that's how it was pronounced. I did Google it a couple days ago, but now I can't remember. I think it was myrrh. I'll have it spelled out on the screen. The mid note is cypriol and the end note is sandalwood, which upon smelling it again, I definitely smell the sandalwood in here. Surprising, I feel like it's not, I wouldn't describe my fragrance preferences with those notes, but this is nice. I liked it on me. Again, it didn't seem to last very long on my skin when I would put it on my wrists. So yeah, this was my #1. Now, having said that, would I go out and pay the $300 whatever it costs to get a full-size bottle? No. I don't think that I like this more than my Haute Couture or the Tiffany and Love. It's a nice perfume. You know, if it was like under $100, maybe I would, because it is a little bit more unique to my collection. I don't have anything that smells quite like this. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone for me, but I do like the perfume. But yeah, I wouldn't go out and spend over $100 on this, unfortunately. So overall, getting this as a gift was and is lovely. I do have a connection with Christian Louboutin. I grew up admiring the shoes. I almost bought myself a pair of Christian Louboutins for my wedding, but I think it was a good thing that I didn't end up going through with it, because I don't even wear high heels anymore. I have a closet full of high heels that I haven't worn in years. But yeah, I grew up admiring the shoes in magazines and movies. And even now, when I see a red bottom shoe, I'm always like, ooh, look at that. Look at that Christian Louboutin heel. So yeah, you know, it's a lovely gift. I love having this. I'm so excited to display these on my vanity. I've been waiting till I could actually film this video, because I don't think I mentioned it, but this was an anniversary gift. So I've had this for a few months now. Yeah, now I get to take them out of the box and actually put them here on my vanity. So as a gift, I'm so happy I got this. I love it. I think it's a beautiful looking fragrance collection. I'm happy to, you know, mix and match. I think they're gonna make good pairing perfumes, and hopefully I'll come up with like a really nice unique scent. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Like I said, I'm not like an expert when it comes to perfumes, and I know sometimes like I'm not the best with words, but hopefully this is helpful. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, please take care and bye.